Or you're struggling with your PTE writing, then trust me, today's video is the one gives you complete insights on how to get that 90 out of 90 in the PTE writing. What would be the score distribution like? What are the important modules that you need to consider? Basically, the complete blueprint solely for the PTE writing. Want to make most out of this video? Make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE Academic. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome packed video on PTE writing, the 90 out of 90 formula they don't teach you. Well, before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the information in the description of this video. We left a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. We will do the needful. Also to tell you, recently we released our 3 official ebooks. First was PTE speaking cheat code, second reading cheat code, third is match winning approach to PTE. If you don't want to miss out on the contents present in these ebooks, links are in the description. You can click on any of the links, buy it as a combo and avail some discount as well. Alright, without any further delay, let's straight away get right into the PTE writing secrets for a 90 out of 90. The number of modules that contribute marks towards your PTE writing in your PTE exam. First thing first, essay writing is the module. Not just essay writing, email writing also goes with the same logic, same rules that I'm going to unveil now. Essay writing or the email writing, meaning essay writing for PTE Academic and email writing for PTE Core, both of these contribute some. Let's say 2 question comes, 20 marks you can expect from these questions towards your writing module. Now, people need to understand what actually takes away the scores from your essay writing or email writing to the writing module. First thing first, it's spelling mistake. You make one spelling mistake, remember, you're gonna lose 1 mark. People don't understand this and go behind templates and put all sorts of efforts to get that working template, best template, but what gives you mark is something else. One spelling mistake you make, 1 mark you're gonna lose for sure. 1 grammatical error, silly grammatical error, it could be article error, comma error, subject verb agreement error, tense error, could be incomplete sentence, wrong usage, you're gonna lose 1 mark. Let's say 5 spelling mistake you made and 5 grammatical errors you made, but used a perfect template, perfect content, still you end up getting 0 from each essay writing or the email writing. Remember this. And another important thing is, back in 2024 or until 2024, even if you don't address the question properly, precisely, it's still fine, you would get away with a 90 out of 90. But now it is not the case anymore. You got to address the question. Content matters. Yes, if you don't address the question and write something generic, you use generic template, or you use a template which asks you to put one word where you don't bring the connection between them because you're afraid of making your own sentences. People have this trouble. If I make my own sentence, I think I make grammatical error. So what do? Give me a template which has only keywords to be filled. I'm gonna put those words and finish it off. You're gonna be finished off. Trust me on this, all those are not going to give you scores. If this is the question, some people believe that AI will replace human jobs in the future, while others think it will create new job opportunities. Discuss both the views and then give opinion. Let's say you discussed both the views and forgot to give opinion, you're gonna get low scores. Or you discussed one view in both the paragraphs, body 1 and body 2, meaning second and third paragraph, and missed to discuss the other view, then marks will be halved. All this are very, very important. Not just that, let's say you exceed the word limit. Let's say it's between 200 to 300 for essay writing, or 50 to 120, or 100 to 124. Email writing, you are not within this range. Most probably your essay will not be scored, or probably half of the marks you're gonna lose. Be very, very careful. So in a nutshell, it's 1 spelling mistake takes away 1 mark, 1 grammatical error takes away 1 mark. Don't address the question, most it is 0. Address half, then only half marks you get. Exceed the word limit, mostly you're going to lose half of the marks. And then use fully templated responses, it's going to be 0. Or keyword kind of templates where you don't write something on your own with a mixture of simple, compound, complex, then also it's gonna be 0. Be very, very careful. The next is summarize a written text. Everyone knows this simple formula that I've given in many videos. It is working, it will give you good scores, but summarize a written text contributes, let's say, 5 to 6 marks. 2 questions may come, 5 to 6 marks towards your writing and reading. What is the strategy? Take 2 full sentences, in between them add a comma and a connector, and towards the end put a full stop. This works irrespective of whether you're trying for PTE Academic or Core. Even after trying this, why your marks are low? Very simple. These are the reasons. You make one spelling mistake while typing. Remember, copy paste means the copy paste button will not work. Exactly, you got to type. That's what I meant, or that's what I mean by saying copy pasting. So when you type the exact words, you're gonna make spelling mistakes. Let's say one spelling mistake costs you 1 mark. 5 spelling mistakes you make, it's going to be 0. Same goes with grammar, whatever we discussed. For the essay writing, same thing goes here. Content is not a priority, meaning you focus more on the content and assume that I have to get 90, 100% more. You can choose any lines that you wish. So don't focus more on the content, rather focus on spelling and the grammar. Vocabulary not a priority. In fact, a vocabulary can get your scores low if you don't understand what software wants. Let's say you are thinking that you cannot use the exact words, you try to write a synonym of it and that synonym is not fitting that. Then it will be flagged as inappropriate vocabulary and marks will go down. Just follow whatever I'm telling you, but don't make spelling or grammar errors. You're gonna have a wonderful score. Here as well, you exceed the word limit. For PTE Academic, it's 5 to 75 words. For PTE Core, it's between 25 to 50 words. You write outside this range, mostly it will not be scored for any of this, man. Content, grammar, spelling, vocabulary, everything becomes 0 if your form is 0. Form means the word limit. Use connectors carefully. Whenever you have a connector, put a comma and a connector. And second sentence, you have to start with a small letter. You start with the capital letter, again 1 mark, gone case. And also remember, using too much of and, let's say first sentence you copied exactly as it is. It already has 4 and comma, 1 more and, then software get confused and throw up some errors like run-on sentence or comma splice. Be very careful, use or take those sentences which do not have lot of and in it. Or if you're taking, then use a connector but, though, while, something else. Remember this. The next is summarize. Spoken text contributes, if 2 question comes, probably 8 to 10 marks to both PTE Academic and PTE Core. First thing first, what matters here is you got to write or bring 4 phrases minimum. At least 3 to 4 phrases you got to write. If you're not writing it, then writing marks will go down. First thing first, please remember this. Let's say you wrote everything using the template that I have given, meaning you have to use a template which asks you to write, which demands you to write at least 3 or 4 phrases. Let's say you're using a template which has only keywords to be filled. One word, one word. Then also writing will go down. Remember this. So use a template which is kind of a structure the lecture talked about. Speaker told, here the speaker explained. Something of this can definitely be used. Even after using this and writing 4 phrases, why my marks is less? Probably you're making spelling mistakes when you're typing. 1 spelling mistake, 1 mark you're gonna lose. 1 grammar mistake, 1 mark you're gonna lose. 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 phrases is mandatory for PTE Academic. For PTE Core, it's hardly between 20 to 30 words. So at least 2 phrases or 2 to 3 phrases you got to write. Vocabulary is not important. Whatever you listen the audio, right? Same thing, same content you try to put so that your vocabulary marks go up. You don't have to intentionally try making your own vocabulary, own set of words, own set of hi-fi words thinking it will give you more marks. It won't give you more marks, rather the marks will go down. And last but not the least, exceeding, or if you're not well within the word limit, mostly it's going to be scored 0 for all. The content, the spelling, vocabulary and the grammar. For PTE Core, it's between 20 to 30 words. For PTE Academic, it's between 50 to 70 words. I would recommend to go till the end, probably 65 plus words and less than 70 words for PTE Academic and probably 28, 29 words for PTE Core. The next is listening, fill in the blanks. 12 to 15 marks you can expect from this section towards your writing module, and this is where the problem starts because people have poor listening skills. They hear everything but they don't make a connection. When you don't make a connection, you just write whatever you listen. Look at this word science on my left hand side, S-I-G-N-S on my right hand side, S-C-I-E-N-C-E, both are signs. So how do you know which one is correct? You need the context, you need the story. This story, if you're able to get, then listening skill is done. Then once you catch the right word using your listening skill, you got to write it correctly. That's a writing skill. Combination of these two will give you marks to listening and writing both. If one of them is missing, spelling problem or listening skill problem, marks will again go down. Let me show you a small demonstration. Alright, so this is our soon going to be live website. Let's try doing it. You also can do it at your end.
Political parties are organizations that represent different ideologies and compete in elections to form a government. Some parties focus on economic growth, while others emphasize social issues. In most democratic countries, multiple parties participate in elections, allowing voters to choose based on their beliefs. The ruling party implements policies, while the opposition ensures accountability and governance.
Opposition you're writing, and then this word you don't pay attention to, gone case. So all these things matter the most. So it ensures accountability accountability, let it be wrong if the spelling is wrong. Ideologies, economic, beliefs, opposition. Now let's say you write EIFS, then it's going to be 0. Accountability, let's say you wrote accountability because that's what you heard. Now we will understand how much marks do you lose. You alone will think you have got 5 out of 5, but it would be 3 out of 5 because belief spelling wrong. Accountability, you wrote accountability, or you completely missed it. So all these kind of errors have to be stopped completely if you want that 90 out of 90 in the PTE writing. You cannot make mistakes in listening, fill in the blanks, at least for the simple one, something like this. Or ideology spelling wrong, IDEA people write because idea is IDEA. So these kind of mistakes are bound to happen, because of which your marks will go down. Just work on this. The next is write from dictation. This is the module that really makes a huge difference towards your writing and listening score. Writing, at least 45 to 50 marks you're gonna get from this section. People have problems here because people memorize the sentence. You memorize, most probably will not be able to retain more than 6-7 words. What if the audio goes for 10 words? 5-6 words you write. Every sentence you're gonna miss out on something like 3-4 marks, 3-4 marks, 3-4 marks, 79 dream, gone case. Then again some other more mistakes you're gonna make, spelling mistakes. Because of that, 65 also gone case. Be very careful, take a book and a pen. I'm gonna give you 3 simple write from dictation. Let's do together. Ready? Let's start. You write at your end, I write at this end.
Forgiveness frees us from the burdens of past hurts and grudges.
One word I was not able to get, so this is what my answer looks like. Forgiveness frees us from the burdens of past and grudges. Let's submit and see how much marks do I get. 1 mark I've lost. Forgiveness frees us from the burdens of past and grudges. Past hurts and grudges. When you forgive someone, you're gonna forget all those past grudges and hurts. I was able to write down something like this only because I'm understanding it and I'm quick. I'm writing in short notes, expanding it, and then adding extra words. It's a 3-step process. You gotta get it. We'll quickly take the next question. You also do it at your end. Let's count how much marks do you get. Let's start.
Every challenge faced is an opportunity for growth and self-discovery.
Challenge becomes challenges, discoveries, opportunities. Either, I hope I've got all correct. Let's check it out. Out of 11 out of 11, I believe you also have gotten the same thing. Let's quickly take up the next question. Let's start.
The beauty of life is found in its fleeting, unpredictable moments.
I'm not sure, is it freely or truly? Moments, either. Let's hope I've got full, or I may have made one mistake. The beauty of life is found in its fleeting. Fleeting is something that just, just vanishes. It's something temporary. Fleeting, unpredictable moments. I've got 10 out of 11. One mark I've lost, but it's okay if you lose one, something like this. But out of 11, if you're getting 6, 7, then 65 also becomes difficult. Follow the method that I just showed you. The next is reading, writing, fill in the blanks, which contributes a whopping 25 to 30 marks towards your reading and writing both. If you struggle here, again writing scores will not come up. So let me quickly help you with one reading writing fill in the blanks question and show you how I would do it if I'm at your end. Let's see. Alright, so this is the question. Let's do it together. If you have no arms, no hands, and no legs, how dash underground? Now people would randomly write how to go underground. It's very easy to write like this one. What comes so easy will not reap you any benefits, isn't it so? So what is your context? What is your logic? What is the story? Be patient enough to understand the story before you unveil some clues, isn't it? So how to go underground looks fine. How do you dig underground also looks fine. How to attack underground, how to drink underground is not fitting in. So how to go or how do you dig? Let's get the context. It's not a riddle. Dash arms. So here no hands, no legs, that's the clue. So here it should be with no arms, legs or other appendages. How do earthworms move? Earthworm, they're talking about what they do. Earthworms, they move to the underground. How they move? They have to dig. Digging is the first thing. So how to go underground is wrong. It's how do you dig underground. Getting it? So this is the logic. This is how you do it. You don't do it this way and randomly select answers on the spot instantly, just like that. Then again, writing scores will go down. But what do you think? My reading module has problem. Let me work on the reading module. But writing marks, you wouldn't even know that this is where you're going wrong. This is where you're going down in writing. The next one. But have you ever put much thought into the dash of an earthworm? Into the locomotion, because it's all about the movement in the previous line over here. There's always a link. You or your standard earthworm is dash off between 100 to 500 round segments. Is off or is dash off collocation is made up of, not worth of. It is made up of. It is make of, you never say. It is contained of. Earthworm is contained of, you never say. It's made up of. Earthworm is made up of 100 to 150 round segments. Each of those segments contains layers of muscles, blood vessels, etc. Those segments also dash paired sachet. I'm not sure even how to pronounce that. Those segments also contains is wrong as per subject verb agreement. Segments contain. So has cannot come because have has to come because segments is there. Feature, future, feature, they feature means all this show up there. Correct? This movie is featured by Shah Rukh Khan. Featuring these segments also. Feature means they also have paired small bristles. These invertebrates have two types of muscles, longitudinal and circular. The longitudinal muscles dash along the length. They go along the length. They behave. Muscles will behave. Muscles will contain, consist. It's run. While the circular muscles dash go perpendicular. The worm perpendicularly. Read full. It's not go perpendicular, the worm perpendicularly, go up the worm, go around the worm. The longitudinal or the circular muscles go around perpendicularly. This is the axis. They go around perpendicularly. So what I'm trying to tell you is everything has its own rules, has its own context. It doesn't work the way you think, like read aloud. I can teach you in 10 minutes and tell you just follow the same for all the questions. Done and dusted, read aloud. That will not kind of work in reading, writing, fill in the blanks. You need different strategies for different questions. Each of the questions will have different things to look into, understand them, do it patiently, you address it. Your writing marks will come up. Alright, I think that's all for today. I really hope this was an informative content. You believe the same, like, share and subscribe and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. This is Nakul, Nakul, Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE Academic. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.